Yeah, I kind of want to just a little video, and I want to address it Roland Martin because he was in Dallas, Texas, and he made it was a really good speech about, and it says they're attacking the entire infrastructure of Black America, and he made some really good points about Project 2025 and all of the things that this administration um, is trying to get rid of that affects Black America, civil rights programs, and things of this nature. But one thing he said that kind of struck me is that he said that um, talked about certain things like border patrol. That Dr. King would be about border patrol today. I don't think so. The way things are with Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, and the way we feel about illegal immigration, mass deportation, I don't think Dr. King would have been um, for rush the border, as Biden said, for mass immigration. And he segued into certain countries like Germany, Europe. And he said the problem, what they wanted was they were having a deficit in population. So they figure more people, your economy goes up. The problem with it is Europe, Germany imported and let all these people come in from foreign countries, mostly the Middle East and Africa, to boost the economy. But the problem is they didn't have any skills. So now what they did was they created a welfare state where they have to pay for them to survive. They bring no value to the community, the country, because again, they had no skills. They had no marketable skills. It wasn't their fault. They just didn't have them. So now you have countries in Europe that are actually paying people. Now, this is per the media and all that good stuff online, people to leave because they have come there, and then a lot of, especially Somalians, not to get on Somalia, a lot of Somalians have made their towns into shanty towns. I was over in Germany for 3 years. Some of them places they showed I've been to, a few of them, not a lot, a few of them, unbelievable. That was the most cleanest, pristine, healthy country in the world, in the world, and I bar none. What some of those foreign immigrants have done to some of those countries, and they didn't never assimilate it into the culture. So all the stuff you was doing back home, you stopped where you was at. But what was a norm over here is not a norm over here. You ain't be 30 degrees walking around with sandals on with your ashy feet. You know what I'm saying? Go get some lotion. Like Charlie Murphy said to Ashley Larry, go upstairs and put some lotion on right now. Even this country, you see some of them men used to get over here. I'm from New York, it'd be 18 degrees and they got sandals on with a big bomber jacket on. I mean, ain't you kind of defeating the purpose? But anyways, yeah, so now they want to get rid of them because of, I'm going to put it this way, because of the downtrodden they bring to the country. They have created their own Somalian towns or wherever they come from towns. Those places are very unkept, and even and they did the same thing in Canada. Canada didn't take heed to what was going on in Europe, and now Canada numbers were going down. They needed people. But my question is, and I don't know, when you got those people there, did you give them marketable skills, trade skills, you know, CDLs, learn how to drive a truck, build stuff, send them to medical school, nursing. I don't know. But something went wrong and something's wrong now. And Canada is trying to get rid of them, to my understanding. Don't know what wrong. I think what went wrong in Europe is they let too many of them at a time. It's easier to manage and take care of people when you let a, 1,000 in instead of 30,000. You let 500 in. You train them up. You let them assimilate into the system. Then they go back and get 5 or 1,000 more. Too much at once. But he was definitely wrong about that. He was saying that these countries are doing better because their numbers were going down population wise. They let all these people back in. Now they're doing great. They're paying people, from what I heard, like $30,000 just to go back home. And I heard a lot of immigrants are not taking it. Why should they? If they're living free, and you create a welfare system. If they're living off the welfare system and they're living pretty doggone good, why go back? Just like the Somalians here in Minnesota and all these other places that they say are like 90,000 welfare. Are all of them on welfare? No. But 90% are on welfare or some forms of welfare. Why are they going to go back? You couldn't pay me to go back to Somalia. And I think this is the problem. And they live in their towns for the most part. Not all of them don't simulate, but a lot of them don't. I think in Minnesota they don't, because that's the highest population. But I don't want to drag this on too long. But he made some very good points. I think you should look at the video. But certain things, two things he was wrong about how Dr. King would roll today, the present climate, and what Europe has done in terms of immigration, and them, being satisfied with immigration when they're trying to pay people to go back. Anyway, that's my little spill. Outie.